I need like a mental break. I need like a mental break. I'm like, no, I like this bit. This is almost the best bit. The only thing is terrible, yeah. You scream out about that. Welcome to my first time ever reacting to Maximum The Hormone. Now, I've never seen this band before, guys. Not only is this like a first time reaction to this song, right? This is just the whole overall, so to speak, first time listening reaction to this band. Now, I have of course heard one song before, in Chainsaw Man, to be fair, but I haven't never seen the actual band, right? And I want to check it out, guys. I know they're crazy. The ending is very good for me, at least below for it. It's an insane musical ending. That video is crazy, right? So I'm not overly surprised. I should have jumped in the middle of the video before starting. I was like, yeah, this feel. I'm expecting it to be, you know, Japanese, right? Nihongo desune, and have a mixture of, you know, like crazy art, I guess, some people dancing at a gym, maybe something. So I'm excited, guys. This band's been on my list for a long time now. And of course, the video, guys, please subscribe, press the like button, right? We'll check it out more. You can next week. Otherwise, we're gonna work on love bites. And tomorrow, I think we'll do another shot at Akagi band. I did them last Monday, Sebo Sakura. That's one of my all-time favorite songs. That was really fun to react to. And tomorrow, I'm gonna do one of their live performances, one of the new ones. So that'd be great. But anyway, let's start Maximum The Hormone. Moon Ski. Yeah. Nice. Hard rock. Okay. I guess it's our band. I mean, I've never seen the band members at all in my life, so I guess it's all the band members, right? This reminds me of Twisted Sister. You can see some person being like, oh, I hate my life, it's boring, you know. It's like, do you wanna rock? I should have a video about that one day. I mean, I see that video, I love the video, of course. Do you wanna rock? Here we go. I guess it's another song though. I mean, again, I'm super new to Kubo, guys. But I guess the movie here in America now is another old song from them. Any song from them? Any song now? I mean, it's confused, honestly. Okay, here it goes, right? This just reminds me of his sister. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, now it actually starts right. Yes. Okay, now it actually starts right. The music video is 7 minutes long, but it's like the first half 1 minute here is like an intro, right? So not too surprising. Like I said, before I start the video here, it definitely reminds me of course, do you wanna rock? Dun dun dun, of course, with the sister, right? I love this Snider. That's kind of, you see my hair, it's kind of I grew up with, right? It's one of my favorite bands as a kid and so on, right? Absolutely reminds me of that, right? Then has the puke thing here. As a side note, this of course is very typical in Japanese stuff. Also, for example, in Chainsaw Man and so on, right, is that they have censored puke, right? Yeah, puke is always censored in Japanese stuff. It's a big no-no in like all kind of TV shows and anime and so on. So let's go. That's what I saw earlier. I guess we have to like review it in several parts here. It's adorable. Yeah, so first of all, I mean, yeah, it starts great, right? They're singing and so on, and this is what I accidentally just jumped in before I saw the video, right? I was like, oh, it's some kind of like gym thing. But this is like what I expect, honestly. I heard this band is crazy. I love it here. He just breaks away, right? It goes from this like, oh, I'm gonna scream, and I guess to make a bit like a church kinda, right? It does give you a little bit of like a church feeling, right? The murals, but it's more for me the paintings and the windows behind them, right? So it's a kind of just the positioning, right? The visuals and the music doesn't really blend, right? So obviously it's like a little bit of an imposing, figurehead, so to speak, right? But anyway, I mean, this is of course kind of whatever. And then it goes to this bit. Then suddenly we jump here, yeah. I'm just laughing. No, yeah, this is like, it feels, yeah, it's a massive, like, what is happening? We went from this, like, yeah, this crazy music, and then suddenly it's like, where are we? No, but I love it. Okay, let's keep going. But I love it. But this is obviously, it feels like it's a massive like troll video where like two completely different like bands or something doing a video together. The visuals are obviously, yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, let's see what happened now when I go to that. That's a pretty different song. This is like typical like J-pop feel to it. Yeah, some cute little dancing. I'm just laughing, it is awesome. It is so weird. I love this bit too. I need like a mental break. I'm like, no, I like this bit. This is almost the best bit. The other thing is terrible. Yeah, you scream. I can't. This is what I understand. No, but one thing that I actually really like. I'll go back a little bit here. This in here, right? He's like some kind of nirvana. It's like divine. He's like ascending something like that. This really, really reminds me of Chainsaw Man, and I have to wonder if this is purposely inspired by this, right? Because I mean it would make sense, right? When they made, because I'll leave below then if you want to see my reaction to the ending, but I will show you once in here with of course the waifu of the anime. Not to spoil the anime, right? But this is of course the general love interest of the anime, right? This is where the main character is trying to get some oppa from whatever, and his best friend, I guess, his power, which is in front of me there, right? But so with Makima here, she can have this ascending scene, right? And yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, guys. But this we just know. If you know this thing, we just know this thing. Is this ending then inspired? Because this ending is like 2 years old now, right? A few years older. But the music video from Maximum Hormone is like a couple of more years older, right? Like 4 more. So this feels like it's inspired by the music video I'm watching right now, because this is a very, very similar. He's sitting there ascending, and this animation here in the ending is very, very similar to the actual music video. This part in particular. I mean, they definitely feel very similar. That being said, though, they are both obviously overall typical like religious theme, right? Of either someone reaching some kind of enlightenment or another craze like Christianity, like with Makima. So I mean, I guess you could argue that it might just be a coincidence, but it's not a coincidence, right? Whatever, keep going. But I just want to point it out. It feels very, very like, oh yeah, this is the same. This is obviously the same. Okay, so we're back at this bit, the best part, yeah. Jet Authority? Yeah, this is so much different stuff. What's happening now then? It's almost the Mario, yeah, Mario. Yeah.
これだけど肉分厚っ
でこの豚誰が豚やねんやめろ
この豚14豚14
ジューシーな
美味しいわ
上ちゃん食べてる
美味しいな上ちゃんな
上ちゃん食べてる
Okay, the hat bit is way better. Love, yeah, the hat bit is way better. Yeah, the hat.
まだ反問引きする
やってもういやこするな
There's Morpheus hat here in the end, right? So the commercial for the sale here. But let's go back a bit, of course, then in the review part now. So one thing I did notice at first, but I saw it in the last scene, right? When kind of dragging them out. I guess they're all wearing like, what's this called? Those like asylum shirts, right? Like these jackets. Yeah, I don't actually know what the names are. What are they called? Because I don't know the name in English, but whatever, you know, the word for your, yeah, those like jackets that you kind of lock behind your backs or whatever, right? Kind of, you know, the mental asylum thing. I think so, right? Because it kind of has that kind of frill thing on the side there, so you can lock them up, right? Because you can like have some ropes or whatever, or some, you know, belts, right? So you can like tie them up behind them, like straight jacket. That's what it's called. I think so, right? Yeah, it goes back to me in my head now. It's like, what's the call again? But yeah, I guess they're all in a mental asylum, screeching in that hallway. This was a very brief scene, but this is obviously like a Mario Bros thing. Obviously, you know, MT Bros instead of Mario Bros. Two characters that look like brothers, right? Or I guess based on the band members, I guess. But yeah, like a short little like synth bit there, techno bit with little Mario team over. This is obviously the best part. Yeah. This is way better. The moon. The other, yeah, I don't know what the other thing is about, man. This is what I'm here for. Especially when the blonde chick, they kind of like coming in there, with her arm there. I'm like, yeah, now this is 10 out of 10, man. This is some freaking good old waifu scene there. Yeah, she's like grabbing his shoulder there. But yeah, this this moment. No, but this music video, of course, is insane. I love it. I love chasing it upright. Feels very creative. And I think that, how would I say? If you're new to my channel, perhaps right, it might be the first video you're watching here, because I've never done this band before. I'm a visual guy, okay? I'm a very much a visual man. Of course, I've listened to music a lot too, right? But I worked with many games, I suppose, game design, etc., right? And just to be very clear here, I'm not a graphic artist, right? Those are losers, yeah. Game design is the math, is the mechanics, right? But I still like the whole, as I call it, the red line, the big picture, right? Where everything combines. So for me, to make a proper like music video, for example, right? It can't just be the band standing there singing. That's boring, you know what I mean? This is actually, I love this shit. Yeah. I love this kind of stuff here. I want it to be like, okay, it's a cool band, it's an interesting song, it has interesting lyrics or whatever, right? It has a message there, but I'm also having some crazy, you know, shenanigans. It's a fun thing, right? For example, I like to do, what I do most of my channel is reviewing, you know, anime openings, right? And so on. Obviously, that's why I see the Chainsaw Man before then, the ending, then I guess, whatever. And I always say there as well, right, that I wanted to have both a visual story and a good songwriter, right? An anime opening that has only like a good song, it's not a good anime opening, or vice versa, right? They tend, of course, to be, I'll say in anime, they tend to have pretty good visuals, right? You know, and the song can hit, so the songs hit and miss, but the visuals are usually good. But sometimes it's the reverse time. We want to have them both, right? And then the third thing that you want to have, the third factor, is a story being told, right? When you have a music video, we have a performance, you want a journey to being told somehow, right? You know, if you also can have that, then you have the full package, right? I would say. But so I love this stuff. I love it to have two different music bits. back for this thing. The more bit was fun too. Yes, more stuff happening. This is that kind of music video that even is ignoring the sound now, then purely visual, right? I can watch the video now like 10 times, and every time I'm gonna pick up something new. Oh, the straight jacket, you know, this is what other kind of stuff too. You can watch it many times and be like, oh yeah, that's true, and that little over there, right? Which makes it really fun though. But so that's for me. Like I said earlier, right? The beginning definitely reminded me of kind of 80 music videos, right? But mostly of opposite to sister with the "Do You Wanna Rock," you know, Turner, but also of course Michael Jackson, right? So this was a common thing actually, and I mean I have seen everything with the Snider in the law thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna. I always play what I mean here, guys. And again, if you do my channel, I like to do this stuff, okay? I'm gonna do some music. I like to jump around with all the information, so there are a couple of you like that, but I will probably not go through it. As you can see, right, me and the Snider looks exactly the same. No, but I love the Snider and so on. And I bring this up thing here, right? Because like I said, in the beginning of the Maximum The Hormone video here, we see this person, they're bored, they're like, oh, whatever, society, whatever, right? And I keep saying, this person's music video, right, with his sister, is probably the most famous example of that in a video, right, where it's like, you're fighting with the parents or whatever. But the backstory of this is why I bring it up here, you know, build a nerd here. But the backstory, right, is that during that time frame, right, when they made the music video, and also similar, like Michael Jackson, it was a lot of censorship, or at least attempt, right, going on against, you know, rock music, and it's going to hell, you know, it's sending you to hell, right? They also had during the same time, roughly speaking, that the whole D&D scare, right? Or you play D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, or you're going to hell, they're using black magic, you know, and so on. So it's a very famous, I very recommend seeing this thing, where the Snider is at this congress here from the Senate, right? And he's defending, you know, freedom of speech, and, you know, freedom of assembly, and of course, and freedom of making, you know, music, right? And singing about whatever you want to me. So a big reason was his, of course, music videos, but also other artists that had this thing during the 80s and early 90s was because of this reason, right? There was a huge, like, fight between kind of like the old society, right? Oh, music is evil music, demon music, whatever, right? Like I said, demon board games, demon video games. And this was very much on the political scale in America at this time, right? And that is why a lot of these American musicians made music videos with a similar theme of like some, you know, teenage rebel being like, screw you, dad, you don't understand me, you know, there's a lot of that feeling, right? Where you want to do F the system kind of thing, right? And, you know, make their own music or whatever. So there's a lot of backstory behind that. I feel today, right, like in this Maximum Horror here, this is like a trope now. It's like classic kind of scene, right? So I'm not against that. I'm just saying that I think this is the backstory, I would say. So I just want to throw it out to you guys. But anyway, guys, if you subscribe, press the like button and have a great day.